himself up for fun. So like, we'll see.
For the while, so like, he was able to like have a little laugh, detonate some TNT on himself, you know, casually. But I think you are absolutely correct, Turtleman's, where it's like we get to see, again, the master of the niche, the master of the micro, this like understanding of just these little situations that you can take advantage of, come up against, like, well, what does all of this do against a landing forward air? What does all of this do against a landing back air? What are you going to do about it? The answer sometimes is just to hold all of that damage in. Wow, what a well-placed forward tilt as an anti-air tooth-said minecart.
Yeah, that forward tilt, honestly, is unexpectedly useful for Palutena, right? Because it has trample properties, so tilts like it will not will lose to it. So that's a very key part of Palutena's game. It's a bit committal, but it covers a lot of area, and it has 2 hitboxes, so very helpful for Palutena. You just need to know the right places to use it, and Quinn has been using it well all game. Right now, trying to force these boxing situations. Steve's winning out a little bit, but Quinn has the small % lead despite the stage position difference here.
Air dodge in order to get rid of the get out of the TNT scenario, and forcing shield with that explosive flame into an immediate grab. Oh, but that's the stun. So long. Yeah. Look how far he was, by the way. It's like, I'm going to launch minecart. Oh, where the okay. The back throw was there. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, all right.
I'm okay.
Steve can't hurt you. He's only in the game. You're not playing it right now. You're just watching it. It's fine.
Again, going for one of these ledge trumps, but an amazing takeoff flank.
Oh, man. Oh, Steve's. Oh, Steve? Steve in? Stefan?
Looking for the anvil landing, but WhyDo being a little bit more reserved than that and expecting the block to break. I like that idea, but it looked like he was just a little bit too early on the pull of the trigger for the forward smash, so he didn't get the type of interaction.
Yeah, and WhyDo just had it scouted as well, which is just insane awareness, right? You don't expect people to use Steve blocks against Steve. Wow, that was very handy. the nair drops and just gives you another nair. That's nice. Ooh, what a great read here. This is a huge amount of momentum, especially Steve off stage against Palu specifically. No resources available. Reset the situation again. Wow, what a juke.
Yeah. All you have to do is reset in order to get back to ledge like this, and the latest hit of that dash attack, able to get two iron mined before, as well as a diamond for the following stock. Even if you drop this stock, you're looking in such a good position for WhyDo to immediately rebound with something absolutely terrifying. Ooh! But another read on those rolls.
Wow. I mean, this positioning from Quinn has just been excellent, forcing these panic options here from WhyDo, and the momentum just continues to sail in Palutena's favor as these up airs just beat out everything Steve has. Except, well, yeah, you know, sometimes he'll just swing the sword and he'll die, but
plenty of lag on that forward smash in order to run up, throw out that wooden forward smash, closes out the stock in spades, but you're also way low on resources, and the minecart call out that high up. Quinn, after doing so much ledge trapping, where it's like, okay, I'll throw out the explosive flame, and then I'll hang up by roll distance. Pushing the envelope at the very end there, to just waiting for WhyDo to throw out a minecart disadvantage like every Steve does. Yeah, you know, that's a pretty good call out.
Exactly, and I mean, I love Palu's being aggressive off stage with Bear, because you have no answer for Bear except getting out of the way. There's nothing you can do. If you air dodge, you just get hit by another Bear. If you try to challenge it, it's Bear. It's invincible. Like, what are you gonna do?
Surprise.
Yeah, so I mean, it honestly, especially against a character like Steve, who is kind of forced to choose an option very, very far out from stage and then get a mix-up from there, that's just such a good option there for Quinn, and just continuing to cover the kind of linear disadvantage that Steve has. Linear but good, you know what I mean?
He's going to pick a couple of options, and these options are insane. Funny interaction there. If you spawn it on the explosive flame doesn't create. If you spawn on the explosive flame on the blocks, I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's like hitting a wall.
Yes. These tools that are insanely good, just like covering the ledge here, like we've seen with these blocks. The ledge wasn't covered there, but so much damage is put up. 115, almost closing out the stock with that. Ooh, man, the small battlefield pick as well.
Wow.
Total changeup, and it's forcing Quinn on to just try and play forward. So much of what was done well in the previous game was Quinn playing back and then changing that up with Palu's speed to create burst range situations. But now, WhyDo is well in advantage. Woo! And the hitbox
That didn't kill.
Yeah, it's iron. It's not as strong. But,
It's still strong, and I mean, I'm surprised. Either way, WhyDo able to do cleanup at the ledge, and it's looking quite good for Quinn. Actually, for WhyDo, sorry. I was thinking quite good for Quinn in that exact situation, but you look at the stock differential, and WhyDo has figured something out.
Yeah, just, hey, I have more access to ledge. I can get down and put blocks where you don't want them to be. I can start counterplaying Palu-specific interactions while Palu's still playing that same extremely good game plan.
That extremely good game plan coming into play there. However, bonk. Oh, okay. Expecting a different kind of DI there. Interesting.
I'm just waiting for some of the longer combos here. It feels like WhyDo has been ending combos at like 30 or 40 instead of anything.
Oh, what the?
He rolled into the wall, so it acted like a longer spot dodge. Super awkward interactions that continue to come up because...
So what you're saying is he cheated?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, down smashes. That was very, very close to hitting, and that might kill. Yeah, wow, barely. But, I mean, if you just have that call out on Palu hates landing on top of her opponent, right? Because she, like, has to either go for, like, dare or nair in that situation, and the wall kind of forced that scenario. So at that point, WhyDo's like, okay, well, see ya. I don't know why you tried that.
So remember a little earlier, when I was talking about the 2-high wall instead of a 3-high wall and like the value, like, to do it or to not to do it and all that kind of stuff. It almost feels like building a 2-high wall against characters with high mobility, like with Quinn's Palutena.
Yeah.
It's like you are almost lured into a false sense of security. Where it's like, oh, I can jump over this wall so much easier than any other wall I've seen.
Oh my gosh, that SDI in was wild. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know exactly what you're putting down there. Like that makes a ton of sense in that sense. And WhyDo is all about tricks.
He really is. He's a tricky boy, and he's trying to play some tricky games all over Quinn. But the game is still even regardless. Just little dashes to try and get around, but still has to contest with Palutena back air.
Oh yeah, you hate to see that footstool come out because you need the jump to space the down air properly, and then you phantom footstool, and you're like, oh darn, oh well. At least you reset the situation, still have a very nice % lead. Things looking...
what an arc.
Way.
Excuse me, sir, our flight plan is going on a little bit of a detour. There is no ledge, but there is a platform.
That was crazy. He used the wall and like ported into it, and then when you port into a wall, you go straight up. That was just such good awareness. That character knowledge was insane.
Oh, so is that tech on the block. They're almost able to find something, not going for the up smash and unable to find the back air. Still sitting at wood tools for all of this time. While the layout for Town and City is insanely good for Steve, the resources that you gain are a little bit less good. You gain a lot of raw materials, and your diamond counter is still the same as the majority of stages. Rapid jab closes out of stock. But what you don't get is a lot of gold and a lot of iron, which is more imperative in the early game than the late game. So it's good for to see Quinn trying to push his advantage a little bit and take an early lead to have WhyDo feel real bad about not having diamond.
Oh yeah, and just going for conventional frame traps instead of the crazy Steve extensions like you were mentioning. So I guess WhyDo's just more comfortable with those kinds of combos, as, I mean, I'm sure Quinn is going to be very comfortable just going for these up airs over and over again. There's no way. I know exactly why he went for that up air, because the up air hitbox would cancel the dare, but somehow just not connecting at all.
Oh, and still surviving despite the forward smash. There's no axe on the part of of WhyDo. Instead, he's just left with a sword and a dream, and because of that, there is no disjoint on some of these anti-airs.
Oh my gosh, WhyDo just swinging right now, just trying to get as much extra percent as possible. The early air dodge was not caught, but that explosive flame so close to Palutena's hurt box has just been such a great boon for Quinn throughout this tournament. Let's see if he can make this go even further as WhyDo is smashing up this Palutena.
Getting that nair out of shield and the dash grab as well as a mix-up, yet unable to predict Quinn going high with that double jump. Still, solid percent lead, but Quinn just needs to hold his ground here. Sometimes you just take a lot of damage, but as long as you're able to avoid some of the big arcing kill moves, then Steve can have a little bit of trouble kind of closing you down and pinning you down in neutral, especially in stage layouts like this.
I'm just trying to pressure past these walls, trying to set up an up smash scenario, but getting hit many times by this back air. This is an awful situation.
Oh, going for the ledge trump dare that time, but unable to find the up smash out of shield. The spacing so good, but not no interactions on the platform.
Oh my gosh, that was a crazy DI mix-up.
No iron on the part.
Oh, what?
Okay, that worked.
Okay. What that? I mean, I feel like Quinn had the read right.